Hello, hello, hello! It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How are you doing this morning? I am Skip LaCour. I'm so glad you're here today. Once again, the beat goes on, the beat goes on, the beat goes on, waking up with our game face on. I'm so glad you are here to keep me accountable, and I'm here to keep you accountable for our daily discipline, our daily workout, mental toughness conditioning workout, our habit, our ritual. Just you and me, just 2 men, maybe a little bit older, going through the journey of life, looking at the world from our unique perspective, waking up every single day with our game face on. I'm just here giving you some things to think about as you start your day. And whether you're watching me live very early in the morning, that's your ritual to watch me, to get some that's mental toughness condition, get your mind right, heart, your gut right. As you start, I'm here to give you some things to think about that I think about, the men who I coach one-on-one think about. Thought I'd just share it. Again, it doesn't matter if you're watching me live or you're watching me at your designated time throughout the day. If it's afternoon, evening, we have an international audience. I get that. The great thing is that you're here, and I want you to say hello. I'm going to say hello to you watching me live on Instagram at Skip LaCour. You're watching me live on my Facebook page at Skip LaCour page. All right, or you came over from LinkedIn, from Twitter. It doesn't matter how you got here. Maybe you're watching me on the MANformation YouTube channel at MANformation. That's where all of these morning connections and a lot of this MANformation personal development for older men, all the videos are, and blog posts and everything like that. So make sure you're on all of my social media platforms. But it doesn't matter how you got here. You're here right now. And I hope to bring something I say every single day. It's just what you need, if not now, later on, to get at that edge, that mental edge, as you take on your day. And today's morning connection, and today's mental toughness conditioning workout, I want to talk about how to stop being anxious. How to stop being anxious. Do you ever just maybe take on so much? There's so many. Maybe got so many balls spinning around, so many things going on, so many people to please, so many expectations, so much bouts with self-confidence. It all piles up, that anxious feeling. How to stop being anxious. I want to give you some things to think about during this morning connection when you want to know how to stop being anxious. All right, so let's see who is joining me here today. Chris is here today. Mossant from on Instagram. Good to have you gentlemen here. Daniel, Aaron is here. Continue to say hello over on Instagram. My wife, Carrie LaCour. Happy Mother's Day to the greatest mother in the world. I love you so much. She's up supporting me very early in the morning. She gets to sleep in. Got the kids. We got some surprises for my wife. Gonna cook her some breakfast. Gonna have some fun with the kids today on this Mother's Day. I hope you enjoy your Mother's Day too. But she's up at this. She's gonna have to get up for hours, and she's supporting me. What a great wife and mother. So I love you so much, and I hope you guys treat your mothers, your wives, the mothers of your kids, really special today on this Mother's Day. I'm so glad you are here. Let's see who is watching me over on Facebook. Again, hey, make sure that you're subscribed to the MANformation YouTube channel. I'm really developing this, and so I've been doing this, I guess, for 5 months now. Getting close to 5 months doing this morning connection every single day. Have these topics that we could talk about over and over again as we go through the journey of life. Again, today I want to give you some things to think about when you want to know how to stop being anxious. Right, make sure that you're on the MANformation YouTube channel. Got a lot of things planned. If you like this mental toughness conditioning, this mental emotional edge, you want to be the total package. You want to be on this MANformation YouTube channel. Make sure you like, love, share. If you like, love, and want to share, you find this useful. Let's help me spread the good word around. A lot of driven, ambitious men who are a little bit older like you. I love your comments, your suggestions, what you're getting out of it. All right, so let's see, who do we have here on Facebook? We have Raziz, Adam, Chad, good morning, guys. And it's evening in Australia. Good evening to you. Hope you enjoyed your Mother's Day. All right, guys. All right. So let's talk about how to, stop being anxious. Continue again to post your comments, your questions, your suggestions. I will acknowledge you, if not at the end of today's check-in. All throughout the day, all throughout the week, anytime. I feel so privileged that you're even entertaining what I have to say. I want to acknowledge you. So how to stop being anxious. This topic was inspired by a gentleman who, student, a peer with fitness, someone I respect, has accomplished a lot for many, many years. I've been doing this a long time. Watching him grow and change. We've gone through many changes in his life, and actually it was a very pleasant surprise. Got a text, and was talking about, Skip, hey, do you ever feel it? And he talked about he's got a lot of things going on from his career. He's about to end a long career, and he's got ambitious his side where he was doing it to come over. Then he's got another child on the way. I think his third child. He said, does it ever become a little, I don't know what the exact term was, like, how do you deal with this? I definitely feel maybe he was feeling that angst. One thing that I have a strategy is certain things like disempowering words, like being anxious or depressed or things like that. I really try to avoid those words. I try. I could. Could I be feeling them? I mean, it's just a word, right? But when you put a label and to you, it's a strong word. It's negative connotation, like being anxious. I'm not sure if I use that word at all. Because to me, again, words have no meaning. People have meaning. What you get out of it. To me, that's too strong of a word. I don't want to feel anxious. It's been said that just feeling excited, anxious. I mean, excited is a good word, right? Anxious, same type of feeling in your body. A little tightness, a lot of stiffness, game face on, eyes get a little sharp, tight, breathing gets a little bit short. Being anxious or being excited, very similar as far as your body. If you really think about it, same situations, right? One is just maybe a little bit more positive and feeling in control rather than being anxious. What the hell am I going to do, right? But they're both very similar. I depressed, same type of thing. I try not to put disempowering words to me where I have harsh, maybe negative meanings to things. I mean, could somebody else label it that? Could I later on see that I was anxious or depressed or whatever words? Who knows? But I try to avoid those words, right? I don't try to own them. Maybe that can be a little small way in the steps to how to stop being anxious. Is that what it really is? Or are you just excited? Did you put yourself in a position that you want the best things in life and you're really actually excited? All right, you're just trying to figure out the pattern to be a little bit more in control, right? Again, do these things make a difference? Hell yes, they make a difference. How you see the world in your mind, it's all about your imagination. It's all what you believe to be true becomes true for you. How you act upon it. If someone's excited, hey, maybe I bit off a little bit more than I can chew right now. I don't necessarily direct path how I'm going to handle all these things that I volunteered for because I want the best things in life. I don't know necessarily how I'm going to handle it now, but I'm excited. That's what I asked for. That's what I'm going to have the challenge, the game, all right, to figure it all out. Not quite sure right now, but I'm excited versus anxious, all right? But, he said, hey, do you ever feel that way? Can you relate? And I'm thinking, I really feel that way all the time, right? Anxious. I mean, again, I don't put that word on, but do I have self-doubt? Every time I turn on this camera, look, I could probably, and this is what I do have my one-on-one coaching clients, is that, they're talking about a particular situation. Many times I've gone through the same things, but instead of talking about that particular thing that they're going through, because when you're going through something, sometimes you need to be disconnected. You need to see it from a different angle, not just more of the same. And there were probably, this journey of life, if you probably haven't noticed it, the same challenges come up over and over again. They're just shaped in different ways, labeled different ways. It's the same, again, I'm just throwing this number out, same 10 or 12 challenges, just placed in other parts of your life, different degrees, but it's the same stuff all over again, right? So I like to take it out of, the context of what we're talking about. So maybe just see it from a detached angle, maybe gain some objectivity and perspective. All right. There probably hasn't been one day that I've turned on this camera and I'm thinking to myself, who the hell am I? Right? Bringing up these topics. What, do you got it all down, Skip? Right? You should go search the internet to find other videos of other people who've done this stuff. What do you know? Right? There's always that bit of self-doubt that, did I take on, is now the time? Do I need to keep on being more prepared? Right? But if you haven't noticed, especially if you're a little older, all this message it's specifically designed. The angle, the approach is for older men. Older men, busy, productive lives who maybe have a passion for fitness, but they want more in life. And life is going by. They got to allocate their willpower, focus, energy, and time. They got to make the most out of the talents now because we don't have forever to do it. And they're at this point where I must do it now. Right? That's the context that everything I talk about comes from that context. Now, can a younger person, younger man, woman, child, could anybody benefit? I'm sure they could, right? But I talk specifically to you, if you're an older man, the stories, the metaphors, the analogy, how I set it up, right? But there isn't like, one day that I'm a little, I guess if I want to use it, anxious, uncertain. How am I going to handle it? What did I volunteer for? You're going to do this every single. What the hell are you going to talk about? Is that topic? What are you going to say? Right? There probably isn't, one day that I haven't turned on this camera and I haven't thought that. Right? But you get used to it, just like exercise. You don't want to go to the gym, just push yourself, and then you have a great workout. Sometimes you don't, but you learn. Right? Most of the time it's somewhere in between great and terrible. Right? But you build that emotional muscle, that strength, that familiarity of uncertainty, of being anxious or uncertain or whatever it is. Right? You get used to dealing with it. I tried calling it back because I know the way he felt. I'm better at talking things out rather than texting. Miss all the nuance and the voice inflections and communication. Right, it's not necessarily the words. I know that everybody wants to text, but to talk about my thoughts, I just thought I'd call him. I didn't actually get a hold of him. But what I wanted to tell him is, so if you're watching, right, is that, yeah, I feel that way all the time. Again, when you feel overwhelmed, it's probably something that you volunteered for. It's not necessarily something, they all have variables that are not under our control. But directionally, we're pushing ourselves. We volunteered for this position. We don't just wake up with 3 kids. We volunteer for everything that we have, even if it's a little bit too much for us at this time. So we volunteer for it, take responsibility for it. I really believe we go for this happiness and these goals. A lot of times we want to get out of this pain, maybe the uncertainty. I got to do it now. I can't live in this mediocrity or so-so. I've got to do it now. Some sort of angst, discomfort, anxiousness, pain, whatever. That's what drives us to really use our talents and abilities. All right. And when will you ask for more? You're going to go through discomfort. You're going to go through maybe angst, anxious, whatever it is, uncertainty. Because if it was so, the success and happiness was just going to be guaranteed, right? What would be the fun of that? What would be the challenge? We probably would have done it a long time ago. There's always going to be a point in time where you're uncertain, you're out of control, and have that self-doubt. I have it all the time with everything that I do. Everything that I do, there's that edge, and that's what tightens me up, makes me pay more attention. Right, so if you think about that, anxious, I just think it's the lack of control. You don't have enough belief at that time that you know what to do and it's going to turn out all right. Okay, that's all of us, right? I mean, at this age, we should kind of know that for sure. what I really wanted to tell them is that if, again, you hear me say this over and over again, the more I learn about the mind, the more as time goes by and you look back and you learn from your mistakes and your victories of the past, is that the more of this world of being anxious, angst, uncertainty, the more that you can take control and go for it, and you're going to feel that because you're uncertain, right? But you don't know how to use your talent. I mean, until that tightness, that anxious, am I going to come through? That little edge that makes you pay more attention. You're not going to use your talents and abilities to the fullest. You're not. I don't care. I don't care what you say, what theories you have, whatever. I don't care how many books. Until you get in game time conditions, you are not going to know what you're made of. If there's anything that as I look forward to how to take my life, my experiences, my family's experience, your experience to the next level, I got to take on more. I got to think bigger. And I got to have at least enough confidence to keep on going, but knowing that I'm going to feel anxious, I'm going to feel uncertain, that's part of the game. But the more I can take that on, all right, the more conditioned, battle-tested, stronger, all right, this mental toughness condition, we got to take it on in real-life conditions. And we're not going to just hit it out of the park the first time. It's all part of the process. Right, so how to stop being anxious. Realize we volunteered for this. We want what's on the other side. It's, anxious, maybe you're just excited because you're going through a challenge, a game. You haven't used your talents and abilities to the level of what you're being faced with, the challenge, but, that's the rite of passage. Right, I grew up, and maybe you're at this age too, I was willing to do the work, a certain amount of self-esteem that I can do it, right? But it's just all theory. It's just all potential. Until you actually do it, you do not know, right? There's a time where you got to step up and do it. You're going to feel uncertain. It's just the rite of passage, whatever word you want to call it, anxious or not, right? If you really want to play with the big dogs, if you're not going to do it now, when are you going to do it at this age? Want to take on more of that excitement, anxious, whatever. It's the rite of passage. Right now, we don't have enough certainty. We don't feel in control. Guess we're going to see, right? It's what we came here for, right? To test ourselves, to make the most out of all of our options. At this age, we got to do it now. All right, so that's my message for today. Hey, if you love this mental toughness conditioning and you love fitness, I want you to go to skiplecore.com/transformation. Guys, it's starting real soon. It's time to fill out your questionnaire at skiplecore.com/transformation. Fill out that questionnaire. I'll contact you. Tell me where you are in your journey. Tell me what you want more of. Tell me why this 12-week fitness transformation is exactly what you need. More of this mental toughness conditioning to take your life to the next level. Fitness, we're going to get it all down. The mindset, training strategies, eating strategies, one-on-one coaches, then go into group session. I got a 10-minute video that explains this life transforming, certainly your physical body transforming journey that you and I are going to go on. It's personal connection, personal accountability to me as your coach, as your friend. Go to skiplecore.com/transformation. Watch that video, fill out that questionnaire. Let's talk this weekend. Let's get this going. If you love this mental toughness conditioning and the stuff I talk about here during this morning connection, if you're a big fan, you will be a huge fan of this 12-week fitness transformation journey and more that's specifically designed for older men with busy, productive lives. If you want to reach out and talk to me, you love this stuff, you want to see how it applies to your life, hear me talking about once, twice, 127 times about this one-on-one coaching that I'm so passionate about. You want to see maybe this is something that you need. Go to talkwithskip.com, talkwithskip.com. Fill out that's my schedule. Take you over. We'll talk for 10 or 15 minutes, no charge. Be nice, just connect with you, right? See what it's going to take to get you become the total package, physical, mental, emotional. This one-on-one coaching, right? Insight, perspective, objectivity, strategies, and accountability. I'm going to remind you of who you are, what you're all about, specifically designed to you. If you love this, I'm just throwing out general things for us to think about. But how it applies directly to your life, go through a journey, you and I talking every single week, one-on-one. So go to talkwithskip.com, fill out that scheduler, give me your phone number, we'll talk about it. All right? All right, guys. All right. So that's going to do it for today. Mark, hello, David. Good to have you here. David's asking about the 12-week fitness transformation journey. Today I talk about it every which way, but let's talk about it for 10 minutes on a video. Go to skiplacore.com/transformation. If you still have questions, just fill out that questionnaire, David. I'll talk to you specifically. All right, I'll explain it to you. I'm willing to do that. You know what's funny? Al asked about this T-shirt, right? And I'm not sure how about this T-shirt. You know, a couple guys have asked me about this. You know, maybe I'll put that link down below. Right, the uniform of the Morning Connection. I'm wearing the bright yellow today, just so that as you're scrolling through your feeds, you know it's a different day and a different message. All right, breaking out the new. Oh, okay, I see. What, you know, guys, I tell you, if you love my message, if you love my passion and my intensity, and I, you know, wanted, and my wife is just so amazing. I mean, like I said, even our mothers, she does not have to be up right now at 3 o'clock in the morning, all right, just to support me. You know, you see my pictures of my kid, just an amazing mother on Mother's Day, but an amazing wife, amazing friend. So Al is over on Facebook saying, hey, where do I get those T-shirts? It's interesting. I was thinking about that you guys might want that. I got a couple emails, and my wife has the Amazon link. How amazing is that? Make sure you put that Amazon link to our Instagram, guys. And also be on all my social media platforms. So if you're on Instagram at Skip LaCour, make sure you're on Facebook too, at Skip LaCour page. Going to do a little live video workouts for old men live a little bit later this morning. All right? So I want you to be on all my social media platforms. All right. So let's take on this day with a sense of urgency. Got more time behind us than in front of us. We got to use that as our battle cry to get more done, to allocate our willpower, focus, energy, and time, to use maybe that feeling of being anxious, let's call it excitement, to use it to tense up, but in a good way, to access our power. All right, we got to take on that day with a sense of urgency. Produce your legacy. Make every single day count. All right, take care of our bodies. Eat, work out. All right, produce, start that job, get that ambitious project that's going to make you so happy that you want to get, let's do something with it today. Live with that sense of urgency. Love, connect with a sense of urgency too. Let's do it all. Again, the total package, right? Remember, everything in life runs in patterns. Right? I don't care how complex it is. Some are more complex than others. Whatever your biggest challenge in life, you can figure it out. It's nothing more than a pattern. Some of them you're going to figure out sooner rather than later, some faster than others. And a lot of times, if you're like me, you're going to see a lot of guys, wow, good for him. How did he figure out that pattern? I feel so behind, right? But everything's a pattern. You can figure it out. Even the pattern of how to stop being anxious, right? Everything in life runs a pattern. Do you need any help figuring out these codes, cracking these codes, the patterns to your biggest challenge? Like, reach out to me, talkwithskip.com. Let's talk about some one-on-one coaching where you go through that journey. All right? Expect the best from yourself today. Expect the best from your efforts. Expect the best from other people. They will come through. They will get you. They will get your message. They will get your energy and your passion and your desire to create a win-win situation, that value, that exchange. That's not one-sided, right? You're going to put it out. They're going to receive it and exchange that value. All right? How can they not get you? You are a force to be reckoned with. Have a great day.